East Africa does take the credit for mobile money, the genesis of mobile money. I think with the likes of M-PESA and Safaricom, they really made a name for the platform and exported it. Then thereafter, now you realize that all over the world, e-commerce through either e-commerce or physical payments, both are going through M-PESA. So we as Mastercard believe that how can we complement? How can we open up mobile money networks into the innovative global acceptance space? So with Safaricom and M-PESA, we've recently signed an agreement that we will unlock 636,000 merchants of M-PESA to now accept cards. With Airtel Money, we've gone ahead and in 14 markets unlocked virtual cards, whereby now customers can actually just put their card on top of their wallet and then use that for e-commerce, or when they're traveling abroad, they can use tap to make their payments. If you think about MTN, MTN is an amazing partner again, and they have worked with us on both fronts. One is for our virtual card. This year we went live in Uganda and Rwanda. And then we have also the e-commerce enablement with that, which enables you to use your virtual card to make payments for, global e-commerce merchants. So if you think about it, what that does is it brings mobile money to the world and brings the world to mobile money. So that convergence is what Mastercard is all about in terms of our collaboration. You know about our global promise of 1 billion people brought into the financial inclusion fold by 2025, and 2025 is coming to an end, and we've got already north of 900 million people included. And that doesn't happen by itself, and we can't do it by ourselves. We have to look at the entire ecosystem. We have to have government, public, private sector partnerships, fintechs, merchants, telcos, all brought in to say, we have a problem. If 400 million Africans today are still using cash and are outside of the financial inclusion fold, how do we bring them in with ease? So we went into a Made Alliance for Africa partnership with African Development Bank recently, where we have promised to bring in 15 million farmers into the financial inclusion fold. And our products like Community Pass and Farm Pass unlock that for the farmers. What's important? It's to buy inputs for their crop. Then once the crop is ready for the yield, then they have to access marketplace where they can actually go and sell it. So if we can electronize that, then what happens is that becomes a data point. We can take that data set to a bank or a financial institution, and then that financial institution can underwrite them for loans, and then they can grow their business. So that's just one example. In terms of partnership, we also realize that Africa entails youth, the youth demographic. Average median age, 19 years. Now, what are they looking for? Seamless, frictionless, economically wise and sound, and value-filled offerings. So this ring that I'm wearing today, it's a ring issued by Diamond Trust Bank, and this is a wearable. It's got my card in there. You wouldn't know until you go and I buy you coffee. And then when I tap, I just tap with my hand and my payment goes through. So it is a new user experience. Some people like it here. Some people like to place it at the back of their phone. Some people like bands. So what are we doing? We're listening to the voice of the youth. And they get really excited because now they can try new ways of making payments. And the priceless experience that it entails is that when you're talking to a merchant and you make a payment through a wearable, that becomes a point, where you see a smile on the face of the person who's attending to the till, and that's what Mastercard's all about, bringing joy into your normal utilitarian, payments experience. We are also hearing the noise around and the voice of our merchants who say, well, we want lower cost of acceptance, basically, solutions. So, for example, QR or tap. And so when you saw the Merchant Cloud rollout yesterday at the Edge, we're delighted with the feedback we're receiving from our clients. They're like, this is exactly what we were looking for. One single integration which unlocks low-cost acceptance, has security inbuilt, has value, and has the accommodation for XPays like Apple Pay and Google Pay that we can plug in there. So that's exactly what Mastercard brings to the table, a convergence of thoughts, trying to solve a pain point, and with it, we know that we can't do it alone. So our partners are the biggest, most important ingredient of our recipe. We have been, for the past 2 decades, been using AI. And AI has been most helpful to us previously in the area of fraud, prevention and security and cybersecurity. Our solution called Decision Intelligence uses AI or has been using AI to preempt fraud from scaling. And should fraud occur, then how can we quickly react to it and actually stop it in its tracks? We have doubled our speed with generative AI plugged into our fraud solutions. And that is something that gave us a lot of confidence that that AI used for the right use cases can be a great enabler, unlocker, and a trust developer for our customers and merchants and so many other verticals. Then beyond that, we're looking at customers' expectations, youth's expectations. I don't want my bank to just respond to me when I ask for it. I want them to know me. I want them to come out to me and reach out to me and say, well, we think at this stage in your life, maybe you're looking for an investment in a house, or you're going for studies, or, there's even to the minutest details, they can track that you do groceries every week. And maybe you're short on egg and bread and so on. And so with Mastercard AI solutions, we have come up with solutions like digital humans. Okay, we call them Maya, because digital humans comes with a little bit of stigma, but Maya, Mastercard intelligent agents, and we are programming them to get the understanding of the customer out through data points towards the customer's need or convenience. In doing so, I have, for example, Maya in our office, and when I'm working, I can actually be talking to Maya in English, and I can ask her, or him in this case, that please book my ticket to Dubai on this particular date. And I prefer economy class and I prefer aisle seats and all of that. While I'm talking in large language models like English or Swahili or whatever, they're doing the bookings at the back already and saving me precious time while I'm working on what may be more important for me. So that's the power of AI, that it enables you to free your time, focus on what's the creative solutioning part of whatever your passion is, whilst the rest is taken care of. So yes, I believe AI is going to play a big role. You're going to see a lot of our solutions being baselined on AI as we go forward.